When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Oregon State Beavers taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Wasting no time taking a shot. Snatches it on the run. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Line up trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Buck. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the ground game. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
It's on target and complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Big play, stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Boise State ready to send out that offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Broncos want to move quickly. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man, it's Buck. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Buck. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. You didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Buck. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for room at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on first down. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Crosses the 30. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. End off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Trying to get the corner. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC...
Touchdown, Oregon State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play in the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 45, on his way. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Beavers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football up.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some moves.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. It doesn't just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice. He looks like he's ticked off.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Broncos will try to move the chains on 4th down. stop just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the Beavers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught, close to the marker, it's Weeks. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Beavers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. There he goes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Tries to get it on the ground. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Going to the run, it's awesome. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Weeks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Weeks. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going over the top. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up
we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here.